Okay, well, I had promised some new videos, but like I'd said, I didn't know how many I was going to get, and things have gotten a little bit busy. Doesn't feel like I've done enough, but actually, if you look at all this, I'll take you over there too. We actually had the beds along the fence, and then the 4 beds in the center. Everything else is all new this year. The heat has been crazy. We've had some issues with that. These pole beans are actually doing pretty good, except for they didn't want to climb up the center there. I'm not sure why. We've got some white sugar beets here. They're coming along pretty good, and there's actually some onions on the outskirts there. They're doing okay. This is one I just replanted because everything died in it. It's got some spinach and that sort of stuff in it. We got 2 ones of tomatoes here. Coming along nicely. Some of them are getting some vine split. There's some blossom rot, some splitting, but not bad. These are mainly Amish paste along here, and then some others on the edge, and it's kind of mixed in the center. This monstrosity, there are some volunteer tomatoes there. The reason this hasn't been weeded is there are actually onions in there somewhere, and I got behind on them. But yeah, see, we're getting a little bit of the splits. That's okay. The chickens over there, they love them. And I haven't watered these today. These are zucchini because the zucchini we had that were over there all died. I replanted some, but I don't think they're going to do much. And that's what the trellis was for the zucchinis to climb up and ease your harvesting. These cucumbers haven't been doing too bad. They haven't really come to fruit much. You see they are now. A little bit of weird shaped ones. But they're starting. We're getting some pickles off of them. Peppers were horrible this year. These were both fully planted of peppers. Between things eating them off, and that is just, it is what it is. I haven't even seen any peppers on them yet. Could be wrong, but I think they're going mainly into growth. Nothing into peppers yet. But who knows, we might get some. Got some comfrey back here. It's kind of the forgotten corner. Comfrey and some catnip. And we actually have a slew of the wild grapes, but I'm not really doing anything with them this year, except for maybe picking some to feed to the chickens. We've had quite a bit of water. There were onions in the center. I think I'm going to pull all this stuff out because I don't think I see any onions growing anymore. But these are the Cherokee Trail of Tears beans for the hard beans, and they look like they're doing pretty good. We've got, these were jalapenos, and the sun baked them. Now they're melons and stuff, but that won't get much out of them. But these are water containers. I cut in half, flip up, and then keep water in the bottom to try to keep them watered, but it hasn't seemed to do too good. More stuff the sun's just baked. It's been hard to keep anything watered. We have some coming up. Dark opal basil. Someone needs a weed whack around here. Some thyme. This would have been rosemary, but nothing came up. This is some cilantro in there, but it's not doing all that great. But these were late plants too. Oh, look at that. See, she was going down into trying to get down to that water. And this would have been parsley. Not much there though. Okay, this little section here was supposed to be New Zealand spinach, which did great last year and did nothing this year. So I think we replanted that twice and nothing happened. This is the remnants of my bug-eaten kale. It actually gets fed to the rabbits now, that in turn turn it into fertilizer. This bed was dill. Still is some dill here. I need to get the seeds off of there collected. sage, and unfortunately the morning glories have kind of come in and tried to take over. And then we have more sage, and then I fertilize and plant more sage there. These thistles sure love the heat. This one's more trying for this year to see if the cold weather we can still get them. They're cabbages. Okay, and then this trellis here is just more of the pole beans, which I'm going to pick as soon as I'm done with this video. There we have sweet basil, a couple tomatoes, because I started a bunch of tomatoes, and my fault I didn't give them to people. Nobody really wanted them. So, and this was some late marigolds, which aren't really doing too much. That is, it's basil. I think it's giant leaf basil. Might be Genovese. 2 more tomatoes. The 3rd or 4th planting, because they weren't doing too good, of bush beans. I thought I'd take it. I'm not done in here yet. As you can see, this was all not mulched this year, and I put stuff down. And I'm going to mulch it out to the corner there, and I've got more mulching to do. I'm going to show you the different ones here, and I like put little tags I put on there so I know what they are. Now these are supposedly pink fire. They're not doing too bad. I'm getting some good ripe ones there, and it's kind of a mixture of different tomatoes. These are pink fang tomatoes in here, and then these should be mushroom basket tomatoes. This one on the end, it's washed up. I think it's black vernace. I'm not sure that's probably not how you pronounce it. There it is, black vernisa in the mushroom baskets. And this is my old chickens. They will actually be retiring this fall. And then in here we have new chickens batch 1, kind of a mixture. We got a couple dual purpose birds in there, some speckled Sussex, lavender orpington. Can't remember what the big black one there's name or kind is. And other ones, looks like there's one in the back there trying to get a bug or something. That, or he's falling asleep standing up. Not sure what that is. And then some of these were dollar ones, so I'm not sure exactly what they are. Like I said, those are speckled Sussex standing up there. And it's warm out here. And my watering system goes in. They have their own water too, just until they got used to it, because this wasn't properly set up. Now it is. So it's all gravity fed, 55-gallon drum, so that they always have water. And then we have one that's not in use right now. I might actually try to turn this into a chicken tractor for a couple of chickens, because they did me in at Tractor Supply and had buff Orpingtons for $1, so I actually bought quite a few of them. All they had actually 10, and then they had 3 Isa Browns in there, so I got those 2. This is the Silky enclosure. Yeah, that's our newest rooster, and those 2 were together, and then the rest are the older ones. And then they're both in out of the heat, or both pens are in out of the heat. This is the one goat pen where the females are. We have 3, and this goat pen's where the male is. Stinky boy. The building with the tarp, because the lumber got so high, that's I just put on there for now. That's going to be my rabbitry. Right now we got quail in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in the greenhouse over winter, or kind of in that little room right there before you go into the goat pen. It's hot and it's supposed to rain today. It is super hot, like I'm sweating hot. I need to clean up quite a bit out here. This was just a trial here to see how things would grow in aquaponics, and it's not doing too bad. Be better if I got out in the sun, but we got oak leaf lettuce, which I have eaten every day. And then we just got started down here, some watercress. but the rest of the lettuce hasn't actually, and the empty ones hasn't reseeded, so I'm not sure about that. And it is messy over here, but a farm should be messy. I just snagged this together today. That's mainly compost on the top, but it's mixed underneath the top, and it is year-old rabbit poop and wood chips from the fair rabbits. And this has red tongue deer lettuce, I think is what it's called, and butter crunch mixed in there to keep me up my lettuces. I had to just throw some spots real quick to get rid of some of the seedlings. So if they give me tomatoes, they do. If not, that's okay. But these, I thought I'd give them a chance. And right now we're down to 2 rabbits. So come fair, I'll be getting more. And this is their setup right now. They're inside because it's hot. And they have both a regular water and the gravity fed, just so that it's nicer. I did have another rabbit pen over there when I was actually breeding, but this will all be going into that rabbitry over there. And the rest of the seedlings, look, we got one of the goats out, that's Willow. The rest of the seedlings went along their pens. So these are all mixtures, and I have to say they weren't doing all that good. And I planted them out here and threw some rabbit poop, fresh rabbit poop stuff on top, and they are just doing great. That little one there. And these, there's sticks down there, but who knows if you can still read what they are or not. There's several there, all along here. And then we got weeds. And then all along here. And we got more comfrey here. More mess also. Yep, can you see? We're supposed to get some good thunderstorms, and it's actually just starting to cool off. I have mint along here. This is one of my 2 apple trees. They produced apples last year, but the groundhogs ate them all. And something was trying to eat the bark, so I fenced them. I got these, what are they? Pink ladies, I think, or something like that. Semi-dwarf apple pink ladies. I got 2 trees for $6 on clearance at Family Farm and Home, the one 2 years ago. And plant them in. This has been a rough year for over here too. We still have some. There's some strawberries still growing. They're teeny tiny. Oops. Might come back and see if I can't get some of those. Another wild grape tree, or yeah, grapevines. That's my shed. It really needs cleaned. And eventually I hope to do talks, podcasts, that sort in there. Look, all the goats are out now. So you have the 2 moms, the females, Willow in the back, Squeak there, and then that's Pipsqueak, which was Squeak's baby from this year. And Olivia won't let me get rid of her. She's kind of being a little weird there because she's got something stuck to her face. And then over there is Stinky Boy Mischief. My goats don't like to eat most things. I gave them corn there and they don't like it. So the Buff Orpingtons that I got and the 3 Isa will probably be going right here. We agreed that we're not using this play set anymore, so I'm going to kind of butt it up over here, move it around a little bit, and turn it into a coop. Now the slide might go in for the goats because they'll probably have some fun. Okay, real quick, just to show you. I mean, we've got a ton of little grapes, and I'm letting them grow because some year I hope to do something with them. There's the weeds and the compost pile I was just picking off of. There's another compost pile in the back. And I did forget to show you, this was actually a gift from my neighbor that used to live next to me. Another gravity water fed that goes into El Silkies. Let's see if I can get them come closer so you can get. What? What squeakers? These pretties. Okay, so glad you could join me on a quick walk through the garden. Um, this year was kind of a building year, construction and everything, get it ready. I do have a couple more blue barrels and a couple more of the white totes. I'm going to clear away over where, hopefully before the end of this year, over where I've got the other blue barrel that I just planted with lettuce, and put the one totes was already cut for fish. I don't think I'm going to do hydroponics. I think we're just going to stick with dirt for now. I can always get more if I want to, but I'll cut it down and then cut this one down in half, and then have a double or 3 of them over there for next year's planting. Get dirt in them this year, mix more of that compost in, and go with it. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to put more videos out. Time willing and work making me work 6 days a week kind of, fun. Remember, live free out there.